Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I am just setting up, at least I think I'm setting up, a thing for producing scrap. We were using our tree simulator because when I set that up originally, that was probably the easiest way uh, to or the quickest way to produce scrap was through the producing wood, because it would craft up like 1,000 wood at a time or something like that. So I'm trying something a little different, and that is the water droplets. Basically, we have our fluid storage bus on a large tank of water, and it turns them into items, and that I will pump into here. I actually thought I wasn't going to need the conveyor anymore, but I think we do. Yeah, so there we go. That is just going to do that, and I think that's better. I was debating whether to turn this into... Oh wait, no. I was thinking like scrap boxes, but that's not... Like, does that work for... Yeah, I guess it does. But instead of doing the... Here, let's do that. There we go. Yeah, instead of doing the thing. But I don't know if it's like faster. Is it cheaper? Don't the scrap boxes need like 9 of those anyway? Yeah, so 9 of those gets 1 of those. I don't know if it's any better to do scrap. I do remember, like way back in the day, another pack. I think it was like you got 10... It was like 10 scraps worth, but you only use 9 if you use the scrap boxes. I could be totally wrong, but I don't remember. But yeah, I just thought I would set that up. The reason I did that is because I ended up actually just throwing a osmium data orb in here. Put this back in there. Yeah, it's osmium, because I was actually going through a bunch of osmium. And I don't currently have our... I don't currently have the ore being piped into the A system. I just didn't feel like having all that stuff running. But I could use more ore osmium. It's not important at this point, but I just figured, why not just have that running? All right, what do we want to do today? I think I am actually gonna continue a little bit with bees. I know I've been doing bees for a few days, but they are really cool. And you get some really cool byproducts that it just makes life easier. I think I'm gonna try to do the mysterious crystal, because we need thousands of that, and I just don't feel like mining up, tens of thousands of Enceladus snow to get the slush, to send it through a thing, to get all the mysterious crystal. There are ways to do it: quarry, miner, even just smacking it with a 3x3 steel hammer. But yeah, that is kind of thing. And I've been kind of going through the quests a little bit, not like a ton, but I did notice the electrical stimulator. It does tell you what this thing actually does, which is pretty cool. But I don't think we're going to be using the apiaries. I mean, there's no point. Now that we have Gendustry, there's really no point to worry about alvearies and all that stuff. But yeah, I have just gone here and I've crafted up a DNA extractor. Getting lots of coins, which is pretty cool if we need to, say, buy bees. I don't know if we're going to need... I might need to buy more monastic drones. I think steadfast were good. We get these from dungeon loot. And then Ocean Bees we actually got from a quest, but that does give you, that gives you 4 pristine. So it might be worth it actually to do that if you want pristine. But anyway, let's jump into this. So I think we're gonna do, now that we have the Naquata, uranium, and plutonium, that pretty much opens up most of Gendustry. I think the only thing left is the advanced Mutatron, I think. And that needs neutronium. We're not quite there yet, but everything else we can actually do at this point. All the machines are LUV, and then we actually have all the stuff now, all the different combs that we need. So I'm going to start working on that, I believe, now. I think I want to get rid of this tree. I do have vines. I need a better place for vines, probably. I think I haven't really done much with the tropical bees yet, or the marshy bees, just because it was kind of a pain. But now that we have our handy dandy apiary with all the upgrades, it's going to be much easier. Oh, where to put this? I'm cleaning this up a little bit as well. I don't need these here anymore. That's done. I need to put all this stuff in a system. And yeah, I guess we'll put this... Just trying to think, where do I want my Gendustry stuff? Maybe over here? Maybe we will build out a little bit over here. Eventually we are going to have that huge industrial apiary, or the multi-block apiary. And it is absolutely massive. It's like 15 by 15 or something like that. So I guess, yeah, maybe we'll do... There's a whole bunch of Gendustry machines. I'm thinking like maybe like along there, maybe. We'll just... Oops, where am I going? Also, getting used to these automatic snips for the wire cutters is a bit funny. Alright, yeah. So I think we'll just expand as we need. I'll probably end up moving this stuff. But one of the first things I want is this DNA extractor, because I need... Also, sometimes it doesn't automatically connect, so... It would probably be better to pipe this into a capacitor and then feed these machines, to be honest, instead of connecting them directly. Just the way with amps work, we're probably wasting a whole bunch of power. Like, if it needs 500 RF, it might be pulling like an entire amp of ZPM, which is just like a big waste, but I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so basically we're going to put genetic labware in there, and then I throw drones in. Now, easiest way to probably... You know what? I'm actually going to... Let's do Majestic. Is that what I want? Yeah, let's do Majestic. I'm gonna grab, whatever, like 10 of them. We have plenty left. And we'll put this in here. Grab that. And I need a pristine. Alright, we'll use this cultivated one, I think. I really just want a pristine Majestic. So throw it in there, and then this will do its magic. It'll dump drones in there. I need to... I'll get this cleaned up a little bit. I do like my wall of drones. I don't know. That just looks really cool. I like being able to see all my drones, and I keep them in order, and... yeah. So eventually this will... We're still getting cultivated, but every time it feeds it a drone, it'll start... Man, we're still getting cultivated. But the cool thing about Majestic is it has 4. So, man, how are we still getting... How are we still getting cultivated? Alright, it looks like it just... Once we'll start getting 4 drones here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, sorted itself out. So what we can do is actually just throw these drones in here, and then this will turn them into liquid DNA. And then the liquid DNA, forget where the... Was it a mixer? No, it was an assembler. We'll use the liquid DNA to get these environmental processors, which are kind of like these, but it does it all in one. So if you need like a hellish one, all you have to do is do the hell upgrade, and that does the humidity and the temperature all at once. So it just makes it much easier. But you need a good supply of drones. So we do it with Majestic 4, we're getting 4 drones per princess, as we can see. Plus we're getting all our combs, which I need to... I don't want to necessarily save every comb from my breeding, but like I do want to save dripping comb because we do get honey from that. But alright, so there is that. The next one I'm gonna do is the... Let's see. The imprinter? No, not the imprinter. I want the one that... I can't remember. No, that's not the one either. What's the one that you take the... Oh, Gendustry, not genetics. It's the one you... Sampler. Oh, there's the sampler. I didn't see it right there. Yeah, we're gonna want that. And I think... Yeah, I have everything for that. And you can see we're using our osmium again. So that is why I decided to, just in the meantime, do that. I'm probably not going to make recipes for these because I'm only really doing it once, unless I do that, which I'll have to do them again, but I don't feel like there's a need to do, what, 10 different recipes or whatever. Alright, so as that is working, I mean, everything should be good. I mean, this is relatively quick, as we can see. Like, the base is pretty dang good, to be honest. I think the hardest one is these power modules, and they do require the highest tier comb as well. Yeah, look at that. We're almost done. Just waiting for that, which is, what, 10 seconds or whatever? Alright, so we'll take this. There we go, genetic sampler. Now the cool thing about the quest book, actually, let me throw this down. We'll figure out what, I'll want them in a certain order, because you kind of like, some are like better to have next to each other. Like, so we can pump the DNA right into the next one. But in the meantime, we'll just throw this down. Yeah. So as you can see, we're not getting power, but it is connected. If you just unconnect it, connect it again, it does get power. But like I said, I may do a capacitor and then just feed it. I want a better capacitor than that, though. But basically, we throw this in there, and then we throw that in there. Now, what I'm going to want is... Let me put these... Wait, I do need to... Here, let's throw the vines on there. Dragon egg. Right there. Sure, why not? What I'm going to want out of this one is... we're probably going to need like an entire stack. Maybe not. I want to remove the stats. So each thing has like 13 different stats or something like that. So you got our species, lifespan, production, pollination, flowers, fertility, and then you have all these. Climate tolerance, humidity, diurnal, nocturnal. So basically we're going to want to get like super bees. And to do that, we're going to pull certain traits from certain bees. So our majestic bees have 4 times fertility. So that is the best fertility we can get. And the cool thing about the quest book, which I think is awesome, is it actually lists which is the best for each one. So if you want like fertility, it's like, oh, get oh, I thought it said ew, just kidding. I would thought it said the species that you could get, but it just basically tells you like get 4, you know, get 4 fertility, and then blinding is the fastest, and then both 2 or whatever is the best. Best humidity you want is 2. So anyway, let's start throwing these in here, and then I want to get the 4 from this, and then different bees do... Oh, I remember where I remember now. I was looking at things, and I was like, why does this want magenta? This gives fastest production. But there probably is an even faster one if we want. This is basically just trying to get like super bees. Alright, so this one we got normal. That's not the one we want. This one we got flowers. Which, to be honest, flowers is probably okay. But we're just going to basically keep doing this until we get fertility 4. Effects, you can do different effects if you want like regen or something else. And then if we remember, I think Imperial has regen, but I think I may have actually lost... I may have lost the trait regen from the Imperial. Alright, but unfortunately this is a kind of random chance, as we can see. Alright, almost immediately after I stopped recording, I got a fertility 4. So I'm going to pull that out. And we want cave dwelling true, because that actually means it can be inside. It doesn't have to be outside to do that. So that is actually, we are good with that. So I can actually... Yeah, my things are full. My bags are full. Yeah, we'll do that. Stop that. Now, all the ones we want the 4. The other ones we can just send back through a thing to clear out, which is pretty cool. So all these that I don't want will basically just clear out, and then we get the things back. So you don't have to craft up new ones every time. But what we can do with this is we can do this genetic template, which is its own little recipe, but basically you can do that, and then you imprint whatever gene onto the template. So now this template has a fertility of 4. And what that actually means is, I'm actually going to throw some of these, clear out my inventory a little bit. We can imprint this on a bee. So, for example, one of the most annoying ones is the monastic line, because they only give 1. I don't want to analyze them because then they will not fit in the drawer. Those are unanalyzed. They won't stack if I do that. So, but yeah, they only have fertility of 1. So it's really hard to get more drones. There's a couple ways you can do it. You can either do it in an alveary with a either a hatchery or a swarmer, or you can just imprint a bee with the fertility 4, which is probably what we're going to end up doing eventually. I don't quite need it at this time, but basically if you do the 4, it does make breeding much, much easier. Trying to get, for example, a purebred, because you get 4 chances of drones instead of like 2. But yeah, so that is that. Now, I guess we should, while I'm talking, why don't we get some more? Yeah, we'll get more of the, so the imprinter would be the thing. Why don't I start crafting up those? I might actually need more. Yeah, I should just craft up most of these, actually. Alright, really quick update. I went to go craft up the mutagen producer, and I realized that it needs black plutonium, and we haven't actually gotten the ore for black plutonium yet, because we are using void miners, and they only do the solid ores, and the only way to get black plutonium at this point, if you look at this, it's a tier 7 or tier 8 planet, but you can actually get it at tier 6 on Triton as a small ore. So I've gone to Triton, and if you do your prospector, you can actually search for black plutonium, and there it is. Basically, I just flew around and, or just dug down, and I'm like, okay, so that one is a couple, probably like over here, and then I'll dig down here. Should get that black plutonium. That's magnetite, but yeah, so we are, it does look like we're on top of one, but we'll just see if we can dig down and find it. Unfortunately, we are in magnetite. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we got enough black plutonium. I might dig a little bit more, but I don't want to spend too much time on this. But as we can see, there might be like one. We go up, dig down here or something like that. Anyway, just wanted to point out this is how you can get black plutonium. The easiest way would be a void miner, not the void miner, the regular miner. Is that? Oh, that's not great. Yeah, do a regular miner, because that will also dig up the small ores. Alright, where is this? Scroll. There, no, that's dash. Alright, I might have missed it. Might be above, might be below. I don't know. I'll search for a little bit more. Okay, we are back. Got the things for the black plutonium. I may have moved these in the wrong spot. Yep, there we go. Alright, so first multi-block is, well, not multi-block, but the first one we're going to need from the Dyer crafting table is the mutagen juicer. Now, I may be doing this in the is there not? I thought there would be a recipe. I'm not seeing a. This is the Mutatron. In the advanced Mutatron, this is transposer. Alright, there isn't one for the mutagen producer, apparently. But thought we were going to get a ding. Alright, so there we go. Also, I noticed the tooltip says EU, which, and you can see it's not full. So it's not actually pulling an amp until it needs a full amp, it looks like. So that's actually cool. That means probably don't need to worry about wasting power. But mutagen producer, easy enough. You just throw a item in. Depending on the item, you get more mutagen. So infinity cows gives you 1,000, but we're not gonna throw that in there, I don't think. But infinity dust 5,000. Yeah, I mean, if you have like millions, it's we'll do that. Probably the easiest is like glowstone or something like that, redstone. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Just something I have lots and lots of here, redstone. Actually, we should probably do like at least redstone blocks or something like that. And then eventually we'll, if we need to. I mean, I don't even think we're going to need to. Depends how much of this we're actually going to do. So, alright, we are producing the mutagen now. Let me move this out of the way. About right there. Just while I'm crafting up these multi-blocks. And we're going to use the mutagen in the mutatron. So there is the mutagen. And what this does is let us basically just pick whichever breed we want when we are... That's what it was. Yeah, it just lets us basically pick when we are breeding which breed we want. So, for example, if we have watery and endust, we can get a helium queen directly from it. There's no breeding, there's no frames we have to worry about, there's no any of that. I can't remember if there is a chance that it loses the pristine in the process. I think that can happen with the imprinter. And with that, I did get... I did get a couple more positive ones. Flowering fastest. That's like pollination. We'll throw it on there because it's the best. Cave dwelling true, which is better than false. And then finally we got... I got this from throwing a hermetic princess in. Since this is a 1-to-1 or a fertility of 1, I threw it in there, and I obviously can't throw these drones in because we're only getting 1. I won't be able to produce that again, but what I did do is actually get from this hatchery, it gives you larvae, and you can actually throw these larvae in the... You can throw this in the genetic sampler to get the traits. So that is how I got this fertility 1. Now we got both 1. That's actually pretty good. but we're going to make it better. I'm going to get a both 2. I'll probably just ignore that for now. But this fertility 1 is actually good for production drones or princesses or queens or whatever you want to call it. That way, when you're producing combs, you're only getting the 1 drone. You don't have to worry about what to do with all the excess drones. So a fertility 1 is actually really good. But I don't want to put it on this one necessarily. This is going to be like my main genetic template. And I want to, like, one of the ones I really want to do is, I'm going to just throw these back in here. I want the diurnal, so it works during the day. I just haven't got that yet. But I want to, you know, we have the uranium princesses that only work at night. While I was jumping back and forth to the portal up front to turn it to night, well, I want to just give them a day trait. And there is the Mutatron. So that is going to make life quite a bit easier for us. We're not going to have to, like I said, do the frames and the speeding up and all that stuff. But it... oh, apparently it auto-outputs. I didn't know that. That's really cool. Although, well, that's just redstone. I'm like, I don't know if I want to fill this up. Basically, I'm going to want to... the difference between the Mutatron and the Advanced is... The Advanced lets you choose which one if there's multiple species they can breed into. The Mutatron is just random. So I'm going to want to get the neutronium bee. So I'm going to have to do this little line right here. What is that? 7, 8 to get the neutronium, because that is required for the Advanced Mutatron. Everything else is actually pretty easy. The robot arms are whatever they are, but everything else is pretty easy. I just need to craft up all these again, and we'll do that. But let's try it out really quick. So the Arid Princess is a frugal and a forest drone. I probably have a forest. Oh, I actually don't have forest anywhere. All right, let's do... Just trying to think of one we can... Some of these are just annoying with the, like, the wintry traits. Not that it, like, super matters, but I'm gonna have to, like, make it colder and drier before I get the forest. I do have frugal down here. I think that's frugal, right? Oh, that's rural. Frugal? Modest. Frugal? Frugal, there we go. Alright, but I need to turn this into a forest drone. Ooh, I don't have that locked. So, take this, throw this in here. Throw that on there. Yeah, but it's too hot, so... Boop, boop. There we go. I could also craft up a winter emulation upgrade. I just haven't got it. It's you can do the cooler upgrades. The cool thing about that is they stack, though. Alright, there we go. It's pretty much already turned into a forest drone. We don't need to get it, like, purebred. I just usually like to... I usually just like to, make sure I have enough drones. Man, that's like a lot of... Did we have... We might have had a... Oh, Wintry. Wintry is also fertility of 4. I forgot. That's why I'm like, wow, we are getting a lot. But you can see why, like, fertility 4... you get so many more options to get the bee you actually want. But when we start setting up actual production for these, we'll probably use the fertility 1. Fertility 1. I was like, where did it go? Alright, so now we're getting the forestry bees again. I'll take that out, throw that back in there. Alright, cool. Turn this off. Also, did anyone know that that's a bee on top? I never realized that was shaped like a bee. That's really cool. Sometimes the wings flap when it's running. Thought that was really cool when I realized. Okay, so we got that. Let's also... We'll go throw this in here. And then, if there's no other... If there's no other options... Yep, we should get the arid. I do think there is a chance for it to fail, if I remember correctly. But, oh, I need more mutagen. Need 5,000, right? Yeah, 5,000. But, yeah, we should get the arid queen. Alright, change of plans. I'm going to use uranium 235. That gives 900 as opposed to whatever we were getting, 90. Also, we will probably upgrade it to maybe Mysterious Crystal or something like that. Alright, there we go. There it is working. Alright, totally forgot Ignoble has a chance of getting genetic waste from the process. So you want to do pristine. And in case you don't know, one of the easiest ways to get pristines is with rocky hives. They are guaranteed pristine when you break them. And it costs 10 coins. Now, if you're doing all the quests in the bee chapter, the How to Bee chapter, you get lots and lots of coins. So all these give 100. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Obviously, it's not like you don't have a unlimited amount of rocky bees through that, but yeah. So basically, just crafted up or got a hive, broke it, turned it into a forest, and that gave us a pristine. Right. So there we go. There is our arid queen. Now this is a queen, so we got to get the things from it, but. What does the arid queen need for flower? Oh, dead bushes. Right, do I have any of those on me? No, I'm gonna have to get some. And that's a bit, I'm like, yeah. I'm pretty sure there's like another way to get them. I can't remember though at the moment. But yeah, I'm gonna have to finish so we can read up the next one, which will be probably Baron. Yeah, Baron will be the next one. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.